Well, good morning. It's great to be here. Thank you. What an incredible introduction. I should take you everywhere I go with me. That was very nice. General President Schaetberger, thank you so much for that kind introduction. It really is an incredible honor to be invited to speak before the International Association of Firefighters with a proud membership of over 300,000 of our true heroes. First of all, I want to give a special shout out to my guys, the professional firefighters of Maryland. I know we got some of them here in the room, led by Mike Runn, Jeff Buttle, Andy Pantelis, John Quirk, and your own Kevin O'Connor's a Maryland guy too. So not only do Maryland's professional firefighters do an outstanding job protecting the people of our state, they've also given me tremendous support, which is very much appreciated. Just last week, I had the honor of visiting our professional fire and rescue team at the Baltimore-Washington International Airport, and I got to participate in a training exercise where I rode on their crash vehicle and operated the snozzle with a joystick and was able to shoot the foaming agent and put out 1,000 gallons of burning jet fuel. I got to tell you, it was one of the coolest things I've done since I've been governor. I'm thinking I want to be a firefighter when I grow up. It gave me just a small glimpse into the work that you all do each and every day. As governor, I can't tell you how many times I've been moved by the selflessness of our firefighters and first responders. You place yourselves in harm's way, and you do so willingly and bravely so that our communities can be better and safer places. Last April, just 90 days after I was sworn in as governor, our largest city was in flames and facing some of its darkest days. 400 businesses were burned and destroyed, and 170 firefighters and police officers were injured in just the first few hours. At the height of the riots, the number of arsons reached 900% above the city's 5-year average. It was the worst violence that Baltimore had seen in 47 years, and we acted swiftly and decisively. I declared a state of emergency, and we moved all of our key operations to the city. And thanks in large part to the incredible efforts of our firefighters, police, first responders, and National Guard from all across our state and all across the region who answered the call, we immediately put the fires out. We restored the calm and restored law and order to the city. And our professional firefighters and paramedics rose to the occasion. They stood on the front lines and they worked tirelessly around the clock, leaving their families, sacrificing sleep and meals, all to serve the greater good. They practiced discipline and restraint, and they helped us keep the peace, and they did so superbly. I spent much of the week traveling across the city and walking the neighborhoods, and I thanked an awful lot of firefighters at firehouses all across the city. And then 60 days after the riots, as your General President mentioned, I was faced with a more personal crisis when doctors I had just met told me that I had advanced and aggressive cancer that had rapidly spread throughout my body. I don't have to tell any of you that firefighters get cancer at a much higher rate than the rest of the population does. And there's no doubt that nearly every person in this room has somehow been touched by cancer through friends or family or loved ones. After 6 months of treatment, which included aggressive 24-hour-a-day chemotherapy, several surgeries, spinal taps, scans, immunotherapy, drug therapies, and countless other procedures, I'm pleased to report that I am now 100% cancer-free and in complete remission. Thank you so much, please. The support and the prayers and the well wishes that I received from firefighters across our state and from thousands of other people across the state and across the country is something that I'll never forget. And over the course of my treatment, I met so many amazing fellow patients and their families who were fighting much tougher battles than my own. And it's because of them and because of people like you who are at higher risk that I will continue to stand with all of those who are fighting this terrible disease. Our professional firefighters truly are heroes walking among us, and you deserve our enduring thanks and support. As you probably know, you may know, just in the past 2 months, our state has been incredibly saddened to say goodbye to 3 members of our law enforcement family who were killed in the line of duty. One of those brave men was Harford County Sheriff's Deputy Pat Daly, who spent the greater part of his life serving his country, his state, and his community in the Marine Corps, in the Sheriff's Department, and as a lifetime member of the Joppa Magnolia Fire Company. Maybe some of you saw the powerful photos of Pat's sons, who are also firefighters, wearing their gear, their father's jacket hanging between them, his casket draped in an American flag on top of a Joppa Magnolia Company truck, taking one final ride with their dad on the way to his burial site. Pat Daly loved serving his community. He died doing what he loved to do, and his sacrifice will not be forgotten. Being a police officer, being a firefighter, it isn't just a job. For all of you, it's a way of life. And when many would run from danger and adversity, you are the brave few who run toward it, and you deserve and have earned our respect and our gratitude. And making sure that you get that respect isn't a Democratic issue or a Republican issue. It's just common sense. It's why our administration will continue to fight for tax relief for our hometown heroes, to provide much-needed relief on the pensions, as your president just talked about, of police officers and firefighters and first responders, and we're going to get it done. We're going to make that happen next month. The top priority of our administration is keeping our citizens safe, and to do that, it's essential that our first responders have the tools that they need to do their jobs effectively and efficiently. That's why for 2 years in a row, our state has provided for pay raises and increased funding for our professional firefighters. Now, I understand that for a firefighter, the response area around your station is called your first due. As governor of the state of Maryland, my first due is the state of Maryland. It's my job to make sure that my state and its people are safe. And in Maryland, as long as I'm governor, I can proudly say that our firefighters will continue to have a friend in the governor's mansion. You will find a sympathetic ear, an open door, a seat at the table, and an advocate fighting on your behalf each and every day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you all again so much for inviting me to join you today. And in closing, I just want to sincerely thank each and every one of you for what you all do for all of us each and every day. Thank you so much.